Welcome to Center Hice Productions. This is a second video I was putting out today. I just wanted to address a different scenario. This is, well, as the label says, what should the Habs be focused on at the draft? Okay, first, could you please hit the, actually it's down below, sorry. I keep pointing up. Why I do that, I don't know. Anyway, it's down below. Could you hit the likes and subscribes? That would be much appreciated and help us to grow. If you have friends, family, that would be muchly appreciated. So, what should the Habs be focused on after their top five draft pick? So that means going into, you could be debating the second draft pick, whether I think they're going to do something else with that in the first round. But second round for sure onward, yeah, I think the Habs, it's automatic. What is our biggest problem of the future? Now, yes, Sam Montembeault could turn into that goaltender. Uh, I don't think he'll be a Carey Price. However, could he be a starter? Maybe. He's been showing some great signs, and I think, it's a possibility for sure. I don't think we've given him enough credit due to how bad the team has been in front of him. I think you've seen at the Worlds just how well he can produce as far as stopping the puck with a good team in front of him. So with that being said, though, I think we're all under him being our backup, more so. And if that's the case, we've got to get a goaltender. We just let Duchow go and kept the second fellow, and that was because of his age and in the juniors, so they could buy more time and get him cheap. So they kept him in the system, but I don't know if he's going to amount to much. He had worse numbers than Duchow. That being said, here we have the list of, and there's about 4 or 5 more goaltenders. I listed the 4 main ones, and I think there's 2 out of that pack more so that we should be focused on. Carson Bjarnason playing the WHL, 6'3", 185. These guys are all left-handed. He's got a great write-up. Now, he played for a horrific team this year in the WHL, so his numbers against him don't reflect what he's really about from what the scouting on him is. He's projected as the number one, or at least has been for a while. It's kind of been a toss-up between him and the second fellow, which is Michael Hrubel, who is Czechoslovakian playing in the American NCAA. He stands 6'6", 209 pounds, and left again. And I don't know. It's been between those 2 for the most part. I would say of recent, we're hearing more about a Hrubel. I like big goaltenders too. Only thing you got to worry about is the transfer of weight. Will that affect him down the road? Because getting up and down, up and down, up and down, that can work against you. We've seen that with NHL goalies of late. So, but, however, I think that would be great for Montreal. Then we have Scott Rat's Laugh, and he's in the WHL as well, except a lot smaller, although not that much smaller than Bjarnason. 6'2", 172 pounds. He seems to have been inching up, so must be a good thing, and seems to have good stats. But then we go to the 4th goaltender, which is Jacob Fowler, which this guy just seemed to, I knew he was out there, but he was probably mentioned more than Rad's Laugh. But he's in the NCAA as well as Hrubel, and he's 6'2", 201. So these 2 last guys are a little smaller goaltenders. So I kind of my reflection of it is the write-up on Bjarnason, as long as I don't know if if there's anything that to be worried about, even though he played for a horrific team. I think the scouts would know more. on that, but he seemed to have had a great write-up. So that would probably not be a bad choice. Michael Horubel seems to be getting a lot of praise from the scouts of recent. 6'6", 209. I kind of like this guy myself for the Czechs, and so I think Montreal has to focus on the net. That is the position, and that's why I named those guys. I think that should be our first after the top our top 5 draft pick. That's in 5th place there. You keep that to getting one of those star five players. But after that, you could even do something with that second draft pick. Maybe you ensure yourself of having more shot at one of these, at specific goaltender you want. And, you trade downward, possibly, unless you're going to trade upwards with that first one. But you could still manage to get these guys in the second round. And Montreal should. That should be after that should, and mainly that top 5, unless you're getting a second first rounder that you're going to be picking. After the first round, they should be focused on a goaltender. That's where the hole is. They left an opening when they let Duchow go. So it kind of is insinuating, in the way it's looking, is that they left that open purposely. So looks like they're, whether they're going to, trade for a goaltender or draft, that's the question mark. But anyhow, I think that's what we should be looking forward to at this point as Habs fans, hoping that, and I believe the Canadians will focus on this. I think they know they have to. We have not much in the pipeline for goaltending. I guess, when it looks like Primo's turned out to be a bust. So, at that level, that's why I kind of would rather draft than go to some of the names that have been mentioned in trades, because the 2 guys mentioned in trades were both 7th rounders, just like Primo. I'm not really keen on that, especially when the clubs that have them want the kitchen barn and the barn to in trades in return, and that just utterly makes no sense to me when you're talking about 7th round picks. So I hope they do draft a goaltender, and I hope it's one of the 2, Bjarnason or Horubel. I'm kind of leaning towards Horubel a bit, and I'm only doing that because it's just the late changes. Seeing his numbers were good for the team he played for in the NCAA, and he's a big boy. And we got a little bit of a look at him with the Czech team there, and he looked pretty damn good. As far as Bjarnason, the write-up on him was he had better movement. So these are things to think about. So he was very good at positioning. Just got to wonder mentally, did this season have anything negative effect playing for such a bad team? But that tends to work the other way sometimes. I kind of like it because for goaltenders, it makes a better goaltender to face more shots on a regular basis. So anyway, that being said, this is going to be video number 2 for today. It's June 7th, 2023, and I just wanted to kind of hit these 2 different grounds and give you a little more to look at. And we're just kind of addressing what we think the Habs should focus on. And let's hope they do. And then the next video, we'll see what's going to be next, what comes up in the news, what's going to be our chat. So anyway, at that, I want to thank you for joining me. Please hit the likes or subscribes below. It'd be muchly appreciated. And where does the puck drop first? We'll see you later at Center Hice. Remember that. And God bless you and take care. We'll see you in the next episode.